Hi guys, it's Grace with Grace Gets Gastric. Today is currently Wednesday, August 5th, 2020, and I am here today for my 31-month post-op VSG or 6-month post-op plastic surgery update. So to start us off with stats, again, hello, my name is Grace. I'm 5'8", 29 years old, and on January 2nd, 2018, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy or VSG weight loss surgery. My highest weight ever recorded was 354 pounds in May of 2017, and I was required by my insurance to do a 6-month medically supervised weight loss diet, and over the course of that 6 months, I lost 35 pounds. So my starting weight, DA VSG, was 319 pounds. Over the course of about a year and a half, I lost over 120 pounds, maintained in the low 190s for about 6 months before having plastic surgery on January 29th, 2020 in Tijuana, Mexico with Dr. Alejandro Galvez. I had a extended tummy tuck, fleur-de-lis tummy tuck, a reverse tummy tuck, breast lift / reduction, and a bra line back lift. So last month I came at you with a weight of 201.7, and this morning I weighed in at 199 pounds even. So I have lost 2.7 pounds in the past month, 120 pounds since VSG, and 155 pounds since my highest weight. So it is a bit late. If I posted today, oh, sorry, one thing. If you hear sounds, I got a kitten. If you watched my video, you might know that. I'm also currently watching my sister's kitten. She got a kitten as well. She actually got my cat's sister. So that one has a bell on its little collar, and you might hear it. Actually, she's sleeping right next to me, so I'm gonna tilt you down. Hi, Hecate. So, just to know, if you hear bell ringing, all that stuff, that's what that is. Anyways, as I was saying, my plan was to get these videos up on the first Tuesday of every month, as I had my VSG on the first Tuesday of January. And this is a day late. Hopefully I'll actually get it up today. I'm filming it on a Wednesday. I've been in a weird space. I've been in a weird space for a while. You guys know if you've been watching me. And yeah, I think I'll probably do maybe like a chatty get ready with me, talking more about it. I'm just really at a, I don't know, crossroads is the right term, but I'm just really thinking a lot about the intersection of just my relationship with my body and food, my internalized fat phobia, and this warring desire that like I don't want to gain my weight back, and you know, I'd love to lose another 10 pounds, but it's not, you know. So yeah, I'm in a weird space. I'm in a weird space, and I am not totally feeling, not necessarily, I don't know if it's at home in the community, in the weight loss surgery community. I think my values are starting to shift a little bit in a way that no longer aligns with the community, and I'm just not totally sure it's a healthy place for me to be right now. I understand it, and I'm not condemning it. I can't, just because I can't regret losing my weight and having the surgery, regardless of any repercussions. You know, like I still think it was the best decision I could have made for myself, but I also think that there are some consequences that came with that. And as much as I was using food to soothe, to cope, I was clearly eating more than I should have. I mean, regardless of all of that, I think in a lot of ways my eating is more disordered now than it was when I was 350 pounds, which is weird to think about. But before I had my VSG, I didn't diet really. Like I'd gone on diets a number of times throughout the years, like most of us, but I'd never been a yo-yo dieter. I'd never had a lot of success losing weight and then regaining. That had never been a thing for me. Which in some ways I think is good, because I think it was beneficial for my metabolism. And before I had VSG, I had essentially stopped all dieting for years, with the exception obviously of the 6-month medically supervised weight loss diet that I had to do. So I was really more or less eating intuitively, and if you had asked me, I would have said that I didn't eat that poorly. And I still don't think I necessarily did, I just think I ate a lot. But you know, I believe that there are set points. I believe that there are, you know, there are places that your body is happy to be at. I think I'm there now. This feels like a set point that makes sense. You know, I feel like the 190s, I feel good here. My body likes it here. That is still right on this, it's like right straddling the line between obese and overweight and obese. So it's not small for my height, though for my frame, I think that it makes sense. You know, I'm a broad lady, but telling me that my set point was like 330 pounds, which is where I lived, I more or less maintained 330. My high weight was 350, but that was kind of a fluctuating up instance. More or less, I would say for at least 5 years, the 5 years that I have access to my medical records on my phone, I was at around 330 pretty consistently. So I had reached a set point, but I don't believe that that was like the point where my body was like the happiest and healthiest it could be. Anyways, it's kind of rambly. Like I said, I think I want to do a separate video, maybe like a get ready with me, just talking about it. There's a book I read that kind of brought up some stuff, and I'm just kind of figuring out, I'm just trying to figure out what I want my life to look like and how I want to relate with food. And I'm not quite there yet, but I'm also not entirely ready to step out of diet culture. You know, as much as like I love the idea of that, I know I'm not ready for that either. So it does make making posts on Instagram for my weight loss stuff, or making videos like this, what I eat in a day, it makes it hard just because in some ways I'm not totally sure that it's the message that I want to be sending. And then I feel like a hypocrite, and there's just a lot of stuff there. So I think there'll be a future video that talks more about this in depth, but I just wanted to kind of acknowledge that if you see me less around, if I seem kind of weird, I don't know, so someone thought I seemed really anxious in a video, and I'm not. I'm actually doing quite well, other than just kind of like working through this stuff. And it kind of, I think, comes across maybe in my videos just because I'm just not sure if I should be doing them, you know? So outside of this kind of contemplation, things are going well. I mean, as well as they can be when you're in the middle of a pandemic and you can't really see people or go out, and every day it's a new thing. So there's that as well. I've been out shopping a couple of times. I think I am doing a little bit of shopping to cope with just the general stress of these times. And to be fair, I don't have a wardrobe. I haven't had a wardrobe in years. Not really since I started losing all the weight, when I was really reluctant to buy stuff, you know? So I've been having fun with that. I think I might have another try on video for you guys in the next month or two as I start accumulating some stuff. But it is weird to try on clothes. And I still don't like shopping. I still don't enjoy it. I don't like trying on stuff. And it's weird just not knowing what my body is, what size I am. I haven't been able to get a proper bra fitting, which is frustrating, and I really want to do. But yeah, trying on clothes. Like I said, I got a cat, and that's been great. Oh, they're so fucking cute. I cannot. I've had my sister's cat. She's actually coming to get the cat today. I've had her for like 4 days, while she was taking a little trip with her boyfriend, and it's been really cute having them play with each other. And again, if I'm stuck in my apartment, it is nice to have a little companion. So that's been nice. I've been struggling with exercise just because I've talked about it before. I hate working out at home. It's gotten worse, especially I think now that I'm in like a bigger complex. I'm just a lot more cognizant of the sound and making movements. And I think I've just come to the conclusion I really dislike sweating in my home. I don't know what it is, but something about it, like I really hate it. On a very deep level, that's hard for me to get past. And so what happens is I just don't do a good workout. I don't really work out enough to work up a significant sweat, because just the thought of like sweating around my carpets and when I move, just like thinking about it, I don't know what it is. It's like a revulsion. So it's made it really difficult to work out. And beyond just like working out because, you know, it's a good way to maintain your health. I enjoy it. I feel like it is a good way for me to kind of relieve some stress, and I've got plenty of that to go around, as does most of the world. So that's been frustrating. One thing I've actually started a few weeks ago is the Couch to 5K. If you've been a long time watcher, oh Jesus, sorry, the cat can climb my my screens. I don't know if you can see here. She is there on my screen and I'm on the 5th floor. So 1 second while I go get her down. So never a dull moment. Couch to 5K. I've been watching for a while. You know that I've done it before. I've done a 5K before, but I have a bit of a hip issue. One of my joints is weird and does not like it when I do sustained runs. So we've been taking it slow, and that's why I was like, okay, we're gonna start the Couch to 5K. It's really nice outside and hot, so like it gives me a chance to get outside, get some steps in, work out, and because it's intervals right now, it's really like running for a long period of time that messes it up. So far, I think I'm on week 3. I just did like it's just starting to introduce the 3-minute runs, and that hasn't been too bad. I am feeling it a bit. So I'll readjust and reevaluate as I start running for longer distances, and I might have to make some, you know, I might just have to like repeat the shorter interval weeks if my hip's bothering me. But I've been enjoying that a lot more than working out at home. I miss weights, but it's not satisfying to do it in my apartment. So that's how I've been working out. I've been doing a lot more cooking. I've been really having fun kind of playing with recipes, trying not to be too restrictive on what those recipes are, you know? Oh, Jesus. Never a dull moment, as I said. So, not too restrictive. I've been having some potatoes and playing with that, trying to just play around with seasonal things. So that's been fun. One of the things that, as I've been trying on clothing, is it is kind of reiterated that I do want plastics on my thighs. I keep going back and forth, you guys know. I don't even know if plastics is happening. Yeah, we'll see. I still technically have it on the books for the end of October, my round 2 for my arms and my thighs. And part of me is just like, you can see her. I don't need it to be happy. I don't. And so the part of me is like, well, then should I just not do it and not have to deal with like recovery and, you know, potential complications? But I like that my thighs are thick. I've always had thick thighs. I think I will even after plastics. I enjoy that. Just like I like my broad shoulders and I like that I'm tall. I like all those things. But the loose skin is to a point where they're a little too thick for the size of my waist right now, and it's making it difficult to fit into clothing, like jeans and pants and shorts. Same thing with my arms to an extent, lesser, but you know, it's hard to fit them around, fit sleeves around them sometimes. And so when it gets to that kind of point of hindrance, it does make me sort of want them more intensely, I think. So I think I've decided that it is something I want, but and then plastics, it's been 6 months, which is really fucking wild. And you know, I had all these plans to do photos, and this weird headspace I'm in, I just haven't really felt up to it, to be honest. I don't know if I really want to, you know, even though I know when I say these before and afters that I am not denigrating the before, I do feel like that is the kind of implication. Oh, she sees herself in the mirror. And I don't know how I feel about that. So that's why I've not had much before and afters. But I can do a really quick scar update for some of my visible scars. I'm going to try not to step on any cats. So I can't show you the breast scars. But so you can see my pajama pants that I'll here is my FDL. So, you know, it's visible, but I'm not too mad about it. You can see here, you know, it's about that. Sometimes, some places it's a little bit darker. My back scar is probably the darkest of all of them. So that's my back scar, and then Let me see if I can show you this without, there we go. You can see here, and you know, I've got a little bit of extra, and I'm already swollen a little bit. I still swell, so you can kind of see this right here is mostly swelling. But yeah, that's a scar update. I'm pretty happy with how they've scarred. They are clearly still visible. I've always scarred on the darker side. They'll continue to lighten up, and they are even, you know, they get better and better, but I wouldn't be surprised if I can always see them a little bit, and that doesn't bother me much, but that is something that you will have to keep in mind. Like I said, my back scar is the darkest one of all of them, which is annoying. I actually wish that one would be lighter than my my stomach scar, just because of like low cut back stuff. Actually, can you, yeah, you can kind of see it right here. Right, so I mean, it is right on the bra line, which is nice, but if I wear something that's like lower cut, but again, not the end of the world. I'm not too bothered about it. I knew what I was getting into. Anyways, I think that's kind of all I had to update. I am 2.5 years post-op VSG, 6 months post-op first round of plastics, and you know, I'm more or less doing great, doing good. Obviously, like I said, I'm dealing with some head space stuff. I'm probably like 5 pounds above my maintenance range, which is not regain. I've seen a lot of people coming back, particularly people who've had VSG before me, with regain plans, you know, plans of action. I think most people in the world right now gain some weight with quarantine. I think that's fine. I'm not beating myself up over it, and I don't consider, you know, a 5 pound bounce regain. It's just a little bit of a fluctuation that I can get down easily, but I'm taking it pretty slow, and I'm not being too restrictive, because that's the biggest thing that I'm trying to tackle right now, is that my hyper restrictive mindset, which in some ways is necessary to be successful with VSG, with any weight loss surgery. I don't think that's healthy long-term for me. So I am working on ways to get to a point where I can eat more intuitively. And yeah, that's where we're at. So like I said, I'm hoping to do a video in the future that is talking a little bit more about my mental headspace with this whole thing. Like I said, I'm very conflicted, I'm very confused. I just don't know how I feel yet. And you know, I'll get there, I'll work through it, I'll work it out. I'm just in a point of transition, I think, at the moment. And yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope that your July was wonderful. I hope you guys are having a brilliant August. And I hope to talk to you all soon.